where the breathing is easy, the living is good.
Welcome to Larry Smith Outdoors. Join us each and every week as we travel across the Midwest, filming 52 new hunting and fishing shows a year. Sponsored by Bartline Barrels, Green Bay Trophy Fishing, Karsten, Dick Smith's Bait and Tackle, Delco, Guillotine, Kamick Law Offices, Come Along, Mike's Country Meats, Midwest Shooter Supply, Heavy Shot, Vexlar, Warrior Boats, Wings Over Wisconsin, and Jiffy.
And remember, it's a great day to be alive.
Why is Warrior Boats the official boat of Larry Smith Outdoors? When you spend your life on the water, you need a boat that is dependable, reliable, and comfortable. Warrior Boats are the most diverse multi-species fishing platform in the industry. Whether you're a hardcore tournament angler or looking to enjoy weekends relaxing on the water with your family, Warrior Boats have a boat to fit your needs. Warrior Boats create the ultimate fishing experience. To join the Warrior Boats family, go to warriorboatsinc.com to find a dealer near you.
Trust Dalco, the manufacturer that most well-respected boat brands trust for their covers and tops. Dalco is the leading manufacturer of custom-fit boat covers, pontoon covers, bimini tops, furniture, seating, accessories, and hardware. Are you looking for a cover to replace an old and worn-out cover on your older model used boat? Visit dalcomarine.com today to find a cover that fits your boat. Use promo code Larry10 and get an additional 10% off.
Welcome to another episode of Larry Smith Outdoors. You know the great part about having a show like ours that we do 52 new shows a year of hunting and fishing. We have a lot of opportunities to film different places all the time and fish with different people. You know, and one of my favorite people to fish with, believe it or not just saying it because he's a giant and you know he's sitting right next to me, but our good friend Lonney Goman from Green Bay Trophy Fishing. You know, Lonney, you know, what do we got going on here today? We're going to be doing something a little bit different that we haven't done before, right?
Well, you and I have been waiting to hook up here now for a couple of weeks. Timing, weather, just is totally throwing us off.
And that's a big thing when it comes to anything, hunting or fishing. Weather is everything, won't you say?
It is. You know, you're guiding almost every day I am. You're filming. It's been an absolutely crazy schedule. But finally, you know, I've been doing some night stuff in the door, but on some monster walleyes, and it was like we were going to do that, and all of a sudden I got on this neat pike bite drifting in the Sturgeon Bay shipping channel.
And we haven't done a pike bite yet either.
No, so you and I talked, and we're like, we're on it. So here we are. We're going to drift for pike in the Sturgeon Bay shipping channel today.
What kind of depths are we going to be fishing today?
It's crazy. I stumbled across these fish, bass fishing, believe it or not, and traditionally you're fishing weed beds, but
right.
You know, we're on a deep rock break. It goes from, you know, that 10, 12 down to 40 feet, and they're kind of right in that 20 to 30 foot stuff, right on an edge. So
I bet you a lot of that's got to do with, Lonney, and you tell me if I'm right or wrong, is that we've had one of the warmest summers that we've had in a long time, and the water temperatures are still very warm. And you know, last couple of years, you know what, I'm sure these fish were probably farther up in the river in the weeds more, but now with them warmer temperatures, the fish are holding back and a little bit deeper. I noticed that, like on Big Green, the fish are on the thermoclines. They're really not in the weeds.
I think you're right on that. You know, we fished some weed edges. We were doing real poor, and all of a sudden I stumble across these fish in deep water, and I'm hoping we have a good day today, drifting with live bait, just some sucker minnows, 4 to 6 inch sucker minnows with a split shot, letting the wind push us along a shoreline. And God, if you had any pike guys out there like big pike, this is where it's at.
You know, Lonney, no matter what, we're going to have a good day. We always do when you and I are in the boat here. And Barbara's going to come and join us in a little bit too.
Yeah, Barbara's going to be coming on out. She had to do some stuff this morning, but she'll be out here in a couple hours, so she's always a lucky hand.
Yes, she is.
Catches big fish.
I love to see that. Hey, stay tuned. We'll see what happens today up here in Sturgeon Bay. I think it's going to be a great day. Probably catch a big perch with one of these.
What do you got going here, brother?
I definitely got something decent here, Lonnie. I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to say a pike, but I mean, I'm a walleye guy too, so.
You never know what you're going to get up here in Sturgeon Bay, Larry.
My drag. This is a nice fish. You know, we've only, honestly, you guys, we've only been out here 10 minutes. Kind of like that.
Nice one to start the day out.
I mean, it's not a monster, but it's a good fish.
So that's a good starting fish.
You know, and again, you know, we're fishing almost 30 feet of water, Lonnie. I'm very surprised, I guess, that these pike are in this deep of water.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to let probably 90% of these go away, if not 100% of them. But great way, something different. You know, we love to do different things on this show. And, you know, Lonnie, over the last couple of years, you and I have become pretty good friends. And we've done a lot of different bites. And I'm really looking forward to the future and doing a lot more things. Let's let this one go.
Let it go, yeah.
Big. Last flock. Lonnie, I'll tell you what, I honestly thought it was hung up in the rock. I can't even get this fish off the bottom. Seriously, it's a big fish.
Oh, buddy.
It's a nice fish for sure.
Hey,
you know,
yeah.
You moved us up a little farther and we got out into the wind because you said the wind was an important thing. And when you came around the corner, the birds, the cormorants and the gulls were just thick. And you said there's going to be a lot of bait here and there could be a chance at a big walleye. This does not, I could be 100% wrong, but this does not feel like a pike. This could be a walleye. It's big, whatever it is. It's a nice fish.
Well, we're up in Door County, you know, it's the land of giants up here.
It is. And you said that you were watching on the locator. No, it's a big pike. Look at the size of that pike. Oh, that's a giant. Look at the size of that pike. That is a giant pike. Look at that thing. Look at that. I love this stuff. You know what? This is awesome. What a great way. You know, Lonnie, that's what I love about your guiding business is that very versatile. Multi-species fisherman. About the only thing you don't fish is muskies. And I'll tell you, I'll take pike any day of the week. Look at the size of this pike. That is
nice fish.
That is cool. Hold on, Larry. Hold on.
Larry, you're on fire.
I don't know what is going on here. You're keeping me right on the break, buddy, and I really appreciate that. I got that other line out there. Hopefully this fish is going to turn a little bit.
I get her on here, buddy.
But you know, with these fish really are great fighters. Oh, is he hooked in there already?
I got it, buddy.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, we'll get it.
You know, I thought the last one was going to be a walleye for sure, but a giant pike. This one definitely is a pike. But look at that reel.
You got going.
Whoa. Oh, another look at that pike. Again, it's neat that you figure these bites out, you know. And this Door County area is absolutely an awesome, probably some of the best resources we have in the state here for multi-species fish. And here we go. Another nice one. That's another nice pike. Why don't you hold that one up? The last one bit me in the thumb, Lonnie.
I know, he got you.
You got me. Stop bleeding. I don't want to sound like a crybaby.
But these pike are just, they're thrashers.
Let's see how big that pike actually is, Lonnie.
Oh, it's 30 inch. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Bang, bang.
Bing, bing, ding, 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 ding.
Anytime.
All the pike are gonna start to sing.
Bing, bing. Door County, Sturgeon Bay pike. Bing, bing, bing. Drifting with live bait.
The contest is who can get the minnow out of that live well with their mouth.
You could go, it's like bobbing for apples, it'd be bobbing for minnows.
Bobbing for minnows. What we're doing again is using the side imaging, probably one of the most, you know, important things when it comes to fishing. Now, I mean, it's changed fishing like no tomorrow. Like right here's a fish. See that? There's a fish. And I'm going to blow it up here. I'm going to zoom it in. Yep. See, now you can see the fish. Here's the fish, you guys, right here. Here's the shadow of the fish right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom it back out, okay, and then I'm going to hit waypoint right here. I'm going to hit mark, and it just marked that spot right there. And so when we come back, what I'll do is I'll tell Lonney, because he's running the trolling motor, go in or go out, and we're going to go back over right where we're marking them fish. You know, it's just, again, you know, it hasn't made it where it's totally unfair for the fish at all, but you know, because they just don't have to eat like we have to eat. You know, I mean, I'm eating every 4 or 5 hours. Well, maybe a little bit more than that, unless I'm sleeping. But it certainly makes it a lot easier to find fish, especially when you're working massive spots like this. I mean, we've got just miles and miles of shoreline here, and why fish dead water? Doesn't make a lot of sense. We don't have a lot of time to waste. Never thought I'd be saying this, but it is so important, and I'm no expert. You know, there's a lot of people that know a lot more and are a lot better at it, but it is something I'm constantly learning, and I spend time doing it.
Creating a fishing boat that delivers unsurpassed fishability, speed, and performance on the water is achieved through an ongoing commitment to quality and a driving passion for making great boats even better. You'll see this commitment to quality and a passion for building the fisherman's boat in every Warrior boat model you see on the water. For additional information on Warrior Boats' new V208, check out their website at warriorboatsinc.com. or visit your local Warrior Boats dealer to schedule a test drive and see for yourself why no fishing boat on the market offers a smoother, drier ride, more interior cockpit space, more storage, more room to fish big water in complete comfort and safety than the V208 from Warrior Boats.
The Guillotine, the most versatile jigging and hook setting system the fishing industry has ever seen. Programmed and customized jigging and hook setting techniques. Bringing innovative remote control technology to the fishing world. This all-purpose tool will change the way you fish. The Guillotine, made by Rut Fin.
Larry, you know what? We're going to start fishing again, but...
Lon, what do we have here? Is this from your mom again?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you, that is one of the coolest parts for me to fish with you and Barbara, is you guys are always bringing me food. Not that I need to eat anymore, but you know what? I'm starting a new thing. It's all about how much weight I can gain in the next 6 months. So this is a good start.
Got something here. Fish on.
Fish on?
Not big, but it's something nice. What do we got? Oh my God, look at the size of this. Oh, bass.
A bass?
We got a bass.
See, I'll tell you what, I just hit the bottom. Now these are all zebra mussels on here, you guys, and you can understand, they're like razor blades, these shells, so you can understand why your line gets cut up and you need to check it all the time. And the key is, again, not to try to let it hit the bottom. I wasn't paying attention there and let out just a little too much line. Got one going here. Oh, you son, oh, he's there. Here we go. Got that one. Boy, I'll tell you, that was one of the lightest bites I've had, Lonney.
Fish, Larry.
Whoa! He is not happy with me, I can tell you that.
Hey, come on, Larry.
Oh, that is a nice pike. Come on this way. Whoa, nice job, Lano. And that's probably the smallest one so far.
Yeah, this is
but still a nice pike, real nice pike.
They fight, and they're just great. It's a great, we fish a lot of walleye, bass up here, but it's just like something for to do. And a lot of these guys say, you ever fish pike? Let me know.
Yep. That's a nice fish. Lonney, you said, coming up and moving around this side here.
That is a big smallie, Larry.
That is a smallmouth?
Yeah.
Holy cats. Hey, Lonney, you're going to be guiding for these big giant smallmouth up in Washington Island real soon.
So you guys want big...
Oh my gosh, look at that one.
You guys want some big smallies.
Loving it.
Barbara, look at this. This is close to a 5-pounder here.
That is a beautiful fish. I love the colors on these fish up in Door County. That's a nice
19, 20-inch smallie all day right here.
First smallmouth of the day.
Barbara, high-fiving.
Barbara, I'm fishing for pike, just so you know it.
Got him right in the corner of the mouth here, so we'll get this fish back. Give us a call if you guys want to get on a good bite on Washington Island, and we're going to go for big bait and oct this year. So
Look at that. Oh, yeah, that is a nice pike. And the net he goes. Whoa, did you see me almost start to jump right out of the net? Out of the old Becky.
they're smaller, but this is your standard size.
Yeah, smaller, 30 inches.
You know, but these are all 30 to 32s of what we caught today.
Well, I got a fish for sure. And we just let that one go. Oh, what is that? It was right up on top of the water. Is that a bass? Did you see that?
I don't know. What do we got?
I think it's a smallmouth because I don't think a pike would. Oh, I think it's a bass. It's a bass. Smallmouth. Oh, I can feel a different head shake for sure, Lonney. Look at that.
You know what? It's all good, Larry.
Right?
Pike, bass,
right.
We're catching fish.
Look at that reel. I love that stuff. Here she goes. Yep, she's coming up again.
Nice volley.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that, Larry. Nice.
Loving that. Look how strong them fish are. Here we go. Not hooked very. There you go. Again, right in that corner.
Nice little pie plate.
Gotta love that.
Look at this one.
Hold that one up, Lonney.
Those are so full of power.
They are just absolutely tanks.
Right in the corner of the mouth.
And again, you know, it's so awesome. The scenery up here and the size of the fish and the color. It's just a great place to be.
It's awesome, man.
I'm kind of speechless now. That's unusual. What do you got now? I'm telling you, this has like been fish after fish the last 15 minutes.
Now. It's been good.
Whoa.
You know, Larry, and I wanted to talk to you. You and I were talking earlier. It's all about the drift. I'm telling you, when you got no wind, you're thinking, oh, these are dead seas. They ain't biting. We got over here. We got the perfect drift. The sun is setting a little bit, and it's been boom, 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 boom.
I think a lot of it's got to do with lining with the current that it creates. You know, when you get some wind blowing,
well, it makes sense. You know,
moving everything.
You got the game fish looking for bait.
Hey, Lonney, you know, let's talk a little bit since we've got a little bit of time and you pulling this in. You also have one of the largest ice guiding businesses up on the bay here, and you guys really target a lot of walleyes and whitefish. And something I've really liked about your ice guiding business, and it sounds kind of silly, is that you guys have bathrooms out here, which is nice, and you guys cook the fish too. You know.
Yeah, we provide a service. We provide a shore lunch. I mean, it's purchased. You know, you come out and you can purchase a shore lunch. But you know, we really love our customers. Look at that.
Look how thick that pike is.
Yeah.
They are not easy to hold on to. You know, you guys run a ton of shanties. You guys run a lot of people. And, you know, people might be thinking, what are you talking about ice fishing right now for?
I'll tell you what.
We are not that far away, folks. I'm going to tell you that.
Get a hold of Barbara, and she will definitely get you hooked up. Check us out at Trophy Ice Fish as well. That's got all our information.
All right, let's get back to fishing. Let's get back to fishing. Woohoo! See you, Pike. Hey, this week's tip of the week brought to you by our good friends up at Mike's Country Meats, the finest jerky on the planet. Hey, you know, Lonney, we're using a super braid line on here, and then I see you've got a fluorocarbon leader on here. Why don't you do the tip of the week as how to tie this knot, and what kind of knot are you actually using?
So what I like to do is I double the line up on both ends, just wrap around, double up. I usually like to take the super braid and go around the bigger diameter of the line. This line is 20-pound test. I take it, I give it a good tag end. I'll wrap it around 7 to 9 times, 10 times. Usually the thinner the diameter, the more I like to wrap it. So in this case, we'll go around 8, 9 times. Take the end of the super braid. I'll go back up around the hole of the fluorocarbon like this. I'll pull it tight. Lick it a little bit, helps it. And just pull her real tight like this, and boy, that's a strong knot. And then I'll just cut my tag ends. So yeah, you know, you just trim your tag ends and you got yourself a really strong knot here.
Excellent way, Lonney. Thanks for the tip of the week. I appreciate that. Hey, we also want to thank our good friends up at Mike's Country Meats, the finest jerky on the planet. Got one? Fish.
Fish.
Get the net.
Yeah, got one here. Fish on, boys. There you go, Larry.
Oh, forget it. Oh, look at that. Oh, I figured out the sheephead bite.
Fish on.
Keep reeling, Barbara.
Keep reeling.
Crank that baby right over.
Big
circling.
small,
Big
another
one.
sheephead.
Sheepy, I was gonna say, didn't have that torque on it. Nice job, you and I are tied. There we go. Boy, I'll tell you, Lonnie, this feels like, feels like a good fish. Definitely feels like a decent fish.
I'm coming, Larry.
Yeah, you might want to get that net around here. Definitely a walleye. Right, there you go. Lano, whoa!
Can't see.
There.
Oh, geez, you scared the crap out of me.
Woo! You know, Lonnie, what a great way to end the day. You know, we caught lots of big pike today. We caught some nice smallmouth, and you said, hey, let's take the last 10, 15 minutes because you and I and Barbara are diehards, you know, and let's go out and see if we can catch a couple of walleyes or two. You know, Lonnie, I don't know what else to say.
We got the Door County trifecta today, pike, bass, and walleye, huh?
You know, hey, if Lonnie, we had such a great time. If people want to come out and experience the same thing that we experienced today and all the other things you got going, tell everybody at home how they can do it.
Yeah, just get a hold of Barbara at 920-255-2617 or email us at Lonney@greenbaytrophyfishing.com. We'll hook you up. We got some fall patterns coming up, drifting with live bait for pike, walleye, and bass. We'll be up on Washington Island. We're going to be fishing all the way till mid-November, so until the ice forms. So, you know, we got some good stuff coming up.
That sounds awesome.
And then we got the ice fishing, so.
That's absolutely awesome. Hey, make sure everybody checks out all of our social media stuff. We've always got some great contests going on. We've got a Beckman Net contest going on now, and we've got some really big ones coming up in the next couple weeks. Hey, another thing you want to check out, we've got all of our apparel now. You can go on our website and order it off of that. And you know something? Like I always say, what a great day it is to be alive.
How's it going, everybody? We're doing a little goose hunting this morning. I got Keaton, my younger brother, and Austin, my older brother, out here. This is what it's all about, hanging out with family. We love to hunt and stuff. So Keaton, like usual, has been scouting a lot. So what's going on this morning?
So it's been the last couple days, it's been a flock of birds, about 200 birds coming in this field. They just cut this cornfield. They're probably in here eating the manure, or probably in those rows eating the corn. So with them being in here day and night, morning, all the time, I said might as well give her a try, see what we can do, and see how they respond to the decoys and the calling.
We got our brand new Lucky Duck collapsible goose decoys out here today. Haven't even used them yet, just whipped them out of the box last night, so we're excited to use those with Lucky Duck as a new sponsor. Let's see what happens on the goose hunt.
Wings Over Wisconsin, a nonprofit organization dedicated to natural resource restoration, preservation, and education with youth and community involvement. Through cooperation with private landowners, state and federal agencies, Wings Over Wisconsin has been a leader in the preservation of our natural wildlife habitat, with donated dollars staying in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. For information about how you can join this great organization or how to start a new chapter, please visit wingsoverwisconsin.org.
For over 25 years, Midwestern Shooter Supply has been your premier dealer for hunting supplies. Our staff is friendly, experienced, and certified with over 15 years in gunsmithing experience. We're your one-stop shop for your hunting needs. Our inventory is at the lowest possible price, and we will match any other dealer advertised price. Do you do more than hunt? Check out our supply of fishing products as well. Visit Midwestern Shooter Supply today, or shop our web store at mwshooters.com. Midwestern Shooter Supply. We want to be your outdoor supplier.
Heavy steel made by Heavy Shot, best steel in the market, over 1,500 feet per second. That's knockdown power.
Oh, right here, power lines, coming in.
All right, so where we're at is we got the Teresa Marsh about 5 miles down the road that way. Milwaukee River's another few miles that way, so it's kind of a flyway in here. Nothing too crazy, but with the water over here and the water over there, we get a lot of ducks and geese in the area. The elevation in this spot is actually pretty high, so the geese kind of tend to fly a little bit lower over this big hill. So still waiting to see. We saw 2 flocks come over, but they were they had somewhere else in mind, so we're just gonna keep waiting and hopefully they come in. Look, this crane. Let the crane land. Okay, boys, get ready, get ready. Here they come overhead. Don't look at them. Here they come. Here guys, next pass. You ready? 1, 2, 3. We shot 3.
How many we got? I've got 1.
All right, so we had a pretty successful goose hunt this morning. The birds didn't work quite as we'd like to. Obviously, when you're hunting in a huge cut cornfield like this and you're trying to hide in standing corn, the geese don't like to land that close. They always try to land out in the open on top of the hills, which we had about 2 flocks land about 200-300 yards out in the field, and we had to spook them up. But we ended up with 4 of them, and it's always great to come back home and hunt with the family, plus Chase. And Connor found his keys this morning, luckily, and was able to come down and film it. 45 minutes later, yeah. But had a lot of fun. The new Lucky Duck goose decoys worked great for the flocks that did land. So stay tuned. We're going to be doing a lot more hunts. It's just begun. What are you doing, Connor?
Just cleaning Hunter's barrel here for him. Saw his gun wasn't properly inspected, so I just had to make sure I gave it a look down.
Don't shoot the decoy, I'll kill you.
Holy! It's got some kick to it.
Fish eat weed.
Weed,
Oh, is that
weed,
I'm not real smart.
weed.
Oh my goodness. I'm going in the woods. These are one of these that hurt your guts. It's all good though, it's all good. We're gonna go catch some fish. Too much Ma's Bakery.
You know what? When you got the old saying, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Lon had to go. Okay, perfect.
Feeling good, Lonnie?
I feel good. I feel good. Do, 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 do. You know that I would now. I feel